Hello YouTube, it is Damien, City Liverpool. It is Non-League to Legend. It's episode 26 of Non-League to Legend. We're here with you today with another crunch game in the league as we're getting to the pointy end of the season versus Tadcaster Albion. If you look at the team league, as the league table, you can see that the points gap has increased for us. However, it hasn't increased in the way you thought. You know, you might have thought maybe we've been in good form or whatever. It's because we're all in not the greatest form. As you can see, since we played Pickering Town, we lost our very next game against Cleethorpes. We then won the next couple against Offset and that, but we lost we drew to Griesley. We were lucky. Jake Birch with a 94th minute equaliser before Matthew King and Jamie McDonald both scored in the game against AFC Mansfield Town. Now, you would have thought with a form like that Pickering Town should have closed the gap. For the King viewers at home, people would have remembered Pickering Town were on 56 points. We were on 58 when we last checked. So you can already see what's about to happen here. Since they played us, look at the run of form they've gone on. They have lost 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row before getting a draw against Marski United. Now, look, there are some teams there that, you know, we obviously lost to Cleo's form, but there's some teams in the bottom half of the table that they've played, and they didn't do the business. You would have thought surely then Stockbridge would have come along and went on a good run of form. One win in their last 4 or 5 as well, ladies and gentlemen. In their last 6, I should say. Not as bad as form over the last few that, Stockbridge. What's it called? Pickering Town. Get these two confused all the time. But as you can see, you know, Tadcaster, Spalding United have all caught up everybody else in Pickering Town and Stockbridge Park. But thankfully, due to the poor run of form of these two, with us picking up a couple of wins throughout this little period, the 2-5-1, those 6 points there, then picking up a couple of draws while they've lost, we've kind of eked our gap away, you know. So being ahead there by 9 points is huge. 10 points to third. It kind of means that if we were to go on and play these games, it will be okay. In this game, though, we are going to play Tadcaster and Spalding United as one episode. I'm going to go play this as a double upload episode. I do, however, have coaching right now. I start coaching in about 35 minutes. Because it's at my academy, everything's kind of set up when I get there already. So it's not expected for me, unlike when I'm coaching at my club at White City. I get there half an hour or even more before training to set up. At the academy, I can rock up 10 minutes before, knowing that the juniors are out there and my older under 13 goalkeepers are kind of going to get there at 5:20, and it takes like 5 minutes to set up. So I've got time to play at least the Tadcaster Albion game. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play the Sporting game before I go. I then will be streaming tonight, link in the description below as always, hopefully the final time of Bright Lights. We're in the semi-final versus Liverpool in the Champions League. Make the final, win that, we are finished with the Bright Lights save. Not that I don't want it to be finished, but mainly because I want to get cracking on the City to Liverpool. Anyway, we do have Ben Ledger in goals, Luke Swain Johnson and Sumner at the back. Bondswell Louis Birch has been absolutely sensational since we've bought him. Kelly out there out wide, McDonald and Dudley up top. We're just going to go play our best. Dizzy's obviously coming off the bench and still been growing sensationally. We had a youth regen intake day, didn't get anybody what's new, but off we go. And the reason starting, it's time for us to start improving is what I'm going to say. I feel like that our form's been okay, and look, if we can get a couple of draws here, and if Pickering Town and Steeles Park can continue their poor run of form, I really do believe that we will, by getting some draws here, not allowing Tadcaster or the team below Tadcaster but playing next. I can never remember their names. Names are hard to remember in the lower league sometimes. But if we can grind out some results, win the games we're meant to, we'll be okay anyway. Jack Dudley with the ball from distance in the end is a good save from Langley. And there we go. It was pretty good. Apparently the fans sound their appreciation. Not too many fans out here to see Liverpool by judging behind the goals all down on the left. But look, who really matters too much, because we will definitely, as Langley taps over the bar, it'll be another corner from Johnson's header. The fans will come as we get up the division. They're all on that side. Look at them in the stands. That's better. The fans are here. There we go. Anyway, Johnson doesn't win that one there. It's headed away. Only be a throw. The first 3 minutes has been City Liverpool putting on the pressure, but doesn't seem to have taken its toll. I said I was going to move to the more attacking system, but was more a bit worried that if I did that and results went completely against us, that we wouldn't be in the position we're in. As Ben makes a great save and a great block too from Denson coming off the line as well to keep us at 0-0. I was kind of more, we're in this position right now. Ben, great save. Good strike from the lad from outside the box from Ben. It was a nice height for the keeper. Beats it away viciously as well. It was kind of just hit his palms like, yeah, that's right. that's very solid from the keeper. Ben drops it. In the end, it's hit the post and Louis, and in the end, it's away. And I tell you what, corners at either end have unlocked both teams. And to be quite honest, Tadcaster probably should have scored then as well. But as things stand, it's still 0-0. It's a free kick to Barkworth. Hits it in the end. Ben claims very well. It was a well-struck free kick, but straight at the goalkeeper. And Ben's having quite a good year. Barkworth again, though, over it. Hits that one, and that's a free kick and a half. And Ben's beat here. We're 1-0 down against Tadcaster Albion. You know, Tadcaster winning here, all of a sudden they go to 59 points. We stay on 56. You know, even if Park Steelers and Stockbridge Town both lose, you know, all of a sudden we go, or Pickering Town, sorry, not Stockbridge, Park Steelers and Pickering Town, both lose, as Pickering Town will go 1-0 up. You know, the league could get quite tight. The reason I want to do that game as, that's an own goal off Ben, that's unfortunate. Keeping you nothing about it. It's hit Ben and gone in. The reason why I want to keep that game separate is that game could decide if we're going to be top or not, and hopefully it does. But I would love to go out and just try and come back into this one. Look, right now I want to get into halftime. We'll switch to a bit more of an attacking system of the 4-4-2. I really should have loaded up the Sunderland 4-4-2 and, you know, at least have it as a secondary tactic to switch to. I haven't done that yet, mainly because I've been lazy. I've done a few things to do around the house today as well, you know, a few errands while on your day off. But a goal right now would be huge. Anyway, Jamie McDonald headed away only as far as Kelly. Pickering Town are 2-0 up, which makes this result huge in terms of the scheme of the title. Ball in backstick, headed away only as far as Louis. First time, and oh boy, I thought it bent all the way back into the back of the net. It didn't, and it's gone just wide. Barkworth with a chance. Ben Ledger, what a save. What a save from the goalkeeper. That is unbelievable. He's kept us in this game. He's having a very good game. Even the own goal, I don't really think it's his fault. He's kind of been beat by it. You know, he kind of was beat by the header, so you're not really expecting him to react. Anyway, that's around the wall, going in. Ben Ledger backwards with it. Great save from the keeper. Well done, Benny boy. Keeps us in with a sniff here at 2-0. We are going to move a bit more attacking here at home as well. And this is something that I might do, you know, next season onwards. At home, play a bit more attacking, a bit more adventurous. And then away from home, really sit deep and try to not get hit on the break. Anyhow, I'm going to tell the boys I want to see him much better. I'm not going to get aggressive at him because I don't think it's going to achieve too much right now. But we are going to move more attacking. We are going to go more direct, never time waste, be very more expressive. I'm happy to play for set pieces. I don't really do that at Sunderland. But, you know, we're going to take longer kicks. That's fine. But this is the big one. You know, let's get up. Let's get in their faces. Let's go. Don't need to get stuck in, so to say. Move to an attacking system. And let's see if we can go out there and do it. There's also another thing I forgot to do. That's opposition. And let's press them. Doesn't matter who's on the ball. You go and press them, boys. And let's win that ball back. And let's try and exploit space with some of the speed, that we do have. And hopefully we can find a couple of moments here. Anyway, Johnson on the ball. Looks long towards Dudley in the channel. Doesn't win it, but we do press up high up the field now instead of being deep. Usually that's a ball that they would win. But right there, we win that one there. It's a weird way to start a highlight, and I don't know why that highlight started. Anyway, Luke Denson with the free kick. Hits it. He's off the bar. Louis, is he there? It's not. Just doesn't fall. A goal early doors would have been, you know, the perfect tonic to come back into this game. Instead, it's Nathan Bonswell now to put the ball in. He does. Johnson doesn't win it. Only as far as Birch. Birch there finds Rory Swain. Not really known for his, you know, passing or crossing ability. Finds Louis, though. Louis now back out to Birch. It's a poor ball in the end. It's a smart foul from Birch. Not allowing them to break. And in the end, gets away from a yellow card too. Very smart from the central midfielder. Louis not having his best game, but you know, he is quality. We have to keep him out there. It's more the fact: do you bring Dizzy on out wide, or do we bring Dizzy on at centre mid? Anyway, in the end, Swain missed the header, and he's now giving the ball away to Robson, who is now in. Do we win it? In the end, it's through Ben Ledger and in. It's one of the more bizarre goals you'll see at lower level. Swain missed the ball. Could have won the ball back, lost the ball, then put in a tackle that was about 5 meters away. I've never seen that before in my life. And the touch was poor. It was, yeah, it is what it is, hey? He missed the challenge. It's actually deflected off him. Ben probably should have done better in goals. And there we are. Anyway, 60 minutes played. It's going to take a bit to get back into it. I mean, I'm going to get Dizzy out there as a bit more of a ball-winning midfielder. And hopefully he can go out there and just win the ball back and we can go on the break. It's going to take a bit of a momentous thing to come back from. Anyway, Dizzy hits it, but that's well wide from Dizzy. And yet again, we need to find 3 goals in the last, you know, half an hour of this game. up against it here. In terms of the title, this is a huge result, and goal difference is massive too. I am going to push Kelly a bit more further forward, and Nathan Bondswell. Kelly's going to come on there for Cole Noon too, and we are going to just really go for it now. We need a goal. We need it now if anything's going to happen. Anyway, Langley in the Volks. Volks there, back into Langley. Langley goes long. Can we win that second ball? We don't. The flick on the Robson. Swain doesn't win it, and Robson still with the ball at his feet. There we are, into Whelan. Whelan there into Drennan. Drennan now, good tackle from Dizzy. And that's where we want him, winning that ball. Dizzy's bombing on, and Jack Dudley gave it away. Oh, it was definitely a chance there for Jack Dudley. Anyway, Langley goes long yet again. And in the end, Johnson doesn't win. Angus is there in between the lines. Robson does find Whelan. Great first touch. He's running inside here. His ball there to Angus with a chance to win it. It's 4-0. It is game over, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be showers here, and the league is going to get really close. I don't know how we've been ripped apart by 4 goals, but we definitely have, and it's not great viewing at all. Whelan there with the ball into Angus. He was standing in a perfectly fine position. It wasn't offside, I don't think, and there we are. Apparently we were proceeding with yeah, we are. Anyway, Jack Daly's missed a few. We're now just going to go for it, ladies and gentlemen, see if we can get a couple goals back for the goal difference. In the end, the shot is blocked, and Angus now with it. And I don't know if the goal difference is huge or not, but this is big in terms of the league. You know, if we go to the league table now, we're 6 points clear with a handful of games to go. I think it's 4 games to go. And, you know, Tadcaster's moved to 58 points, so huge. Anyway, Dizzy, edge of the box, free kick. Dizzy over the wall, and not at all handsome there from Dizzy. Hasn't really been at his free kick best, has Dizzy. And no one's really had a good game here at the moment at all. In the end, though, there's not much we can do. Dudley's not had a great one. Jamie McDonald's not had a great one. I don't really have anyone else to bring out there. I'm just going to let it play out, to be honest, and that's going to be game, really. All of a sudden, the pressure does go straight on that Sporting United game. Anyway, Dizzy puts a ball in, backstick there. Dudley doesn't win it. It falls to Bondswell. Stephen Smith, for whatever reason's highlighted. Can we get rid of it? And off we go to Johnson. Johnson now. Can we at least get one back? Good ball to Nathan. Nathan takes a touch. He's inside here. What a save from Langley. And there we are. We can't even find a goal to just, you know, get the goal difference sort of back to something that's a little bit better, or reads a little bit better. Anyway, falls back to Nathan Bondswell. Ball into Cole Noon. He can turn. He plays the ball out there. Johnson there. Back to the Birch now Dizzy. Dizzy loves his left foot. Doesn't find the opportunity. And if that's the Fooster I'm thinking of, then we're in trouble. Why is he playing in this level? It surely isn't. Anyway, great tackle from Sumner. And there we are. I had a Fooster. Bradley Fooster, no way. Oh my days, we're in trouble. He is unbelievable. What is he doing here? What are you doing here? I had this guy on FM17, and he grew into a Premier League striker that was quality. Anyway, it looks like game's going to be over here with 10 minutes to go. Can we find just one, maybe? Cole Noon in the Birch. Pickering Town are 3-0 up, so goal difference swing is huge there. It's about a 7-goal swing. Anyway, into Luke Denson. Denson now with the ball. Ball into Birch. Birch now into Cole Noon. Cole Noon now into Dizzy. Dizzy now with it. Still with Dizzy. Dizzy. Here's ball to Adam Sumner. Sumner now. Still with Sumner. Into Dizzy. Dizzy. Bondswell. Bondswell with it. His ball back to Dizzy. It looks like the game's going to be over here. It doesn't look like the highlights really coming. Cole Noon is going to get out of play. What I might do, ladies and gentlemen, is I might actually call this as just one episode. And I'm going to call this episode we're going on a bottle job run. Or we got to, you know, something along the lines of a bottle job. Are we about to really bottle job this? It's not a bad place to do an episode and leave it as a cliffhanger. Obviously, I'm pretty disappointed with the boys. I'm going to tell the attack that I was very disappointed with them. They didn't really notice too much at all. By leaving this game here, obviously, you know, it leaves us the Sporting and the Pickering Town, the Park Steelers game as a double episode to upload later, which would be sensational as well. But obviously, we've been humiliated here by Tadcaster in our own backyard too, at the City of Liverpool. We've been done 4-0. Couldn't find our way back into it. A couple of moments of madness at the back. You know, the own goal from Ben wasn't great, but I don't think there's much the keeper could have done about it. He couldn't react to it. And then obviously everything else in between as well. You know, Rory Swain had a bit of a moment. Apart from that, we've guaranteed a playoff spot at least. Now it's just all about trying to get promoted from here. You know, that puts Tadcaster only 8 points behind us. It puts Pickering Town 6 points behind us. You know, Stock Park Steelers, I think they didn't win their game. I'm guessing I think they've lost another one. They drew 0-0. It looks like they can't really score. There's going to be, obviously, the game in between before we play Stock Park Steelers, but it will be the Sporting United game who are fighting, obviously, to stay in this part too. We also then have Carlton Town who are in 6th. You know, so it's not going to be anything. What I am going to do is I'm going to end the episode there, which leaves us a double episode against 2 massive sides, and then a double episode to end the season as well. That's going to be the end of episode 26. We have been absolutely smashed at home. We are bottle jobbing the league slightly, but hopefully we can keep our heads, remain confident in ourselves, and go and pick ourselves up. We will go again next episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more Non-League to Legend. If you've liked episode 26, give it a like. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and of course, follow the links below. Thank you, and goodbye.